What's up, guys? This is Bullby the Fell-Handed. Today I have something very special for you, a little bat chat action. Haven't really posted a whole lot of bat chattery stuff lately, so I figured, maybe I would just post one out there, see what happens. We are on Airfield, Sandstorm, Standard Battle. The Greens have taken the Eastern spawn in the Reds the Western. Now that I have that unfortunate battery situation sorted out, we can get to the game. Now, a little known fact here, just in case some of you guys may not know, some of the newer players, Sandstorm it just greatly reduces your spotting range. So just keep that in mind. Your light, your medium tanks, any tank with a high camouflage factor is just really going to make good use of this. Now, granted, of course, the stuff with the larger, the more apparent camouflage, such as your Waffle 100, your T95, what have you, is still going to make use of it, but to a certain extent. Now, moving on, I just get detected here as I spot someone. I'm very concerned. I'm going to take a round here on the back end, and I go ahead and cut down into the cover here. And I'm going to wait until I break contact. Now, the good thing about this is there's no clickers. So, normally wherever you stop to break contact, you have to be very aware that there's clickers about and could easily put a round in you. And, a tank like the Batchat 25T, you also have to be concerned that it would be a one-shot. And I have been one-shot quite a bit, sadly. But you know what? It's part of the game, and it happens. I don't really know what I was doing there. Maybe I was checking my phone, but you know what? Either way, we're back on the clock. We are somewhat all focused on this game right now. Now, guys, you'll notice that I went right down to the B6 line, or excuse me, the 5-6 line. And the reason I do that is I always kind of patrol the hill there from, say, J to G. I always kind of check the hill there. That way, depending on what's going on, you can kind of get ahead of the game. In other words, this gentleman right here is going to try to pull a sneak move on me and just come into my area. I make a clutch shot right there into him, put another one in him, followed by another one, and then this is going to finish him off. A lot of times I have that nasty habit of the first round. It's a lot of times I'll auto lock and I'll just make a clutch shot out of hand. You'll even see me do one at the end of the game. That's a bad habit I need to break. Aiming is always the way to go, unless, of course, for some reason you can't shoot straight. Then auto-lock away. Okay, so moving on. We're repositioning here. We're reloading. I had one left in the clip there after the, I think it was a 110, if I'm correct. After the 110 there, we're going to go ahead and be on a reload. And essentially, all I'm doing, guys, is just targets of opportunity. Anybody who strikes my fancy, who I think I can pump some rounds into, that's exactly what we're going to do. We don't have to be frontline combat with this thing. We don't even have to be second line combat. We just have to be opportunist. Now, granted, of course, if we didn't have any heavy tanks, then yes, maybe. So right now, all I have is a little crack of daylight here. Looks like I missed one, put one into him, and then, he, of course, moves out of the way immediately. And that means, we need to go ahead and cut out and look for other targets. You don't want to sit there all day waiting for something to happen, guys. You want to get out here and you want to make something happen. I could be a World of Tanks motivational speaker. Okay, here we go. We've got a hearse off in the distance. We're going to put a round in there. Looks like it connected. We're going to put another round in there just to be on the safe side, because you know what? You never know. Okay, so we didn't have any more targets, so I did a tactical reload, went ahead and dumped the mag, and now we're going to reposition. If you look at the scoreboard up above, we are down in tanks. The Reds are whooping the tobacco juice out of us. So we need to make some moves. We need to make them quick. And we need to just get out there and do some general wrecking of the other team. Remove some important pieces off the battlefield. And what that translates to, guys, is tanks holding key positions. That gentleman up there, where my favorite spot is definitely holding a key position. There's a tortoise up there. So, we just essentially need to take care of some business here. I locked on, I got the one shot, and then I just fumbled the second one. That's what I get for auto-locking. Of course, light tanks, yeah, if they don't have anywhere to go, but I don't know. I'm not such a fan of auto-lock, but it does have its uses. Okay, so moving on, we've got 2 in the clip. I'm going back to my perch up here on the hill. We have a few guys over here to my 12 o'clock, a couple of tank destroyers. I'm not really looking forward to tangoing with them. I'm not a fan of it, and so I'm trying to actively think where I need to go to make best use of myself and my resources. And right now I'm thinking, maybe if we could push up mid, I could possibly find something going on here, see another target of opportunity, and take them out. It looks to me like if I just kind of peek over here, we have a gent over here, can't really get a shot on him, but we also have that tank destroyer to the left. I decided to go ahead and reload and reposition. Let's get the heck on out of here before one of those hearses pops around the corner and melts me down. And guys, when you're in the bat chat and you're reloading, you always need to be moving. You need to get out of dodge. You need to reposition. There's no reason for you to be stationary. I mean, it's going to take a while for you to reload anyway, so you might as well reposition. I coincidentally spotted a couple of guys to my 12 o'clock. One of the new Swedish tank destroyers, and another gentleman right here, another hearse. So let's see if we can't put a few rounds into him. There's one good solid round. There's another, followed by, it looks like a critical on the very first one. There's another. See if I can get some more into him. He's trying to hide behind that rock, but I'm gonna get him, maybe. He is doing pretty good hiding behind that rock. Try to put one in the lower plate there as Swede. Didn't really happen for me, and I fought another one back there because I just assumed the first one didn't penetrate, but the second one will. And we're back on another reload. So now we are repositioning yet again. I've got a guy here to my 9 o'clock. Not crazy about it. I took a round there from the Swede. He definitely feels some type of way since I tried to put a round in him. And he fired again and hit my track. There was so much hatred right there in one little area. I have to be so careful. This hearse right here, I've got locked because I've got nothing but the soft parts there. We're going to go ahead and get him off the map. And now it's little old me versus 4 of them. So hopefully, if I keep my wits about me, I can Cobra clutch this thing out. Now, the good news is that the sandstorm is going to protect me and hide me. And that's exactly what we're looking for. So we have to be cautious. But at the same time, we have to be a little bit daring in order to get anything done. Or, because if for some reason we catch these guys all in one group, we're going to die. By we, I mean myself. So we kill the Scorpion. We go ahead and dump the mag. I think that Scorpion had actually been sitting there the entire game. Either way, fine by me. That leaves with 3 tank destroyers. And these are some nasty ones. So what I'm going to do here is just pull up beside the Scorpion's wrecked carcass and kind of post up again, hoping lightning doesn't strike twice, and if they see me for some reason I can cut out. Now if you're ever in this position, guys, where there is a lone assassin amongst a crowd, the best thing for you to do is all 3 of you get together on the map. That way you can cover each other. Now granted, of course, you also have to look at the fact that if you're halfway to my cap, I could drive to your cap, but then again, I wouldn't necessarily know that your cap would be undefended. So, the best thing you could probably do is just camp your base with all 3 of you. That way I could probably kill one, but I'm not going to kill all 3. Physics. Okay, so moving on. We're approaching my favorite area here, the 5-6 line on the GH side. And, essentially we're just going to scout for these gentlemen right here, see if I can't spot somebody slipping. And that is 90% of what this tank is. They have made a tactical error here by letting me know that they're on my cap. And the error is that I know where they're at. What would have been perfect is to have one guy on the cap and one guy on Overwatch. That way if I run up on the guy on the cap, kill him, the guy on Overwatch murders me. That would be in a perfect world. But these gentlemen are platooned, so I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but either way, we're going to take advantage of it. We come up here kind of fast. Don't necessarily have eyes on him right away. Look on my map. See him. He is aimed the opposite way. We're nothing but auto-locked here. And I'm trying to get this guy before he gets me. He misses his one round, and we end him. We have another gentleman down here. I tried to aim one in because I know a frontal shot would not penetrate because it would hit his upper plate. So I tried to aim one in. It just didn't work out for me. I go ahead and dump the mag. Well, excuse me. I run the mag empty. And then I just displace like a madman. He put a good shot in me. Don't have a whole lot of health left. Cannot afford to make any more mistakes. So everything I do from now on has to be physically perfect. And I'm going to see if I can't do it. The hearse is lit up. Bad news for him, good news for me. I put a round in him there, pumped another one into him. He's pretty much bracketed. We go ahead and put another one into him. I have one extra round. I'm going to go ahead and dump the mag and put that one extra round in the clip. I'm down to my last 3 rounds. And I'm hoping I can clutch this bad boy out. I don't know where the Swedish tank destroyer is, although I'm really hoping to find it. I'm not really pushing super hard, primarily because, you know, we're not loaded. If we do spot him, there's nothing we can do. Now, of course, he's on the cap. So, you know, we're going to swing wide and go in exactly the same way we did last time because, you know what, it seemed to work for us. But we do have to be cautious with our rounds. Now, I'm going to warn you, coming up is a panic fire. Coming up is a, oh God, boom. That's exactly what it is. I look at my radar, I immediately fire a shot, and then I said, you know what? I'm just going to drive behind him and shoot him. I was actually watching my tactical radar instead of in front of me. That way, I saw him pop up immediately, and then we go ahead and take him out. And I had 1 round left at the game. 75, 67, 952 assists, no damage block, 7 kills. So, you know, we had a good game. We pulled off an excellent clutch, a Cobra clutch, if you will. And, you know, we made it happen. And this, you know, can definitely happen for you guys. You just have to keep a very level head and, you know, make sure to make the right decisions. Guys, I really hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you guys next time.